Well, my next guest actually thinks the Fed will cut rates before the election, and yes, it will be a political move. I'm going to bring in a green tech research investment analyst and portfolio manager, Hilary Kramer. Hilary, great seeing you. So what you're implying destroys the credibility of the Federal Reserve, if that's the case. If Jay Powell, I mean, it's been suggested, it's been hinted at, people push back on it because of how important the Federal Reserve is.
It's political. Jay Powell wants to keep his job. I'll say it. You know, it's as blatant as can be. What he's probably waiting for is, as we get closer to elections, and he's waiting for...
Wouldn't it be transparent with inflation going in the wrong direction? And to your point, a couple of FOMC meetings ago when he talked about a surprise jobs report, he mentioned it a couple of times. Like, I think he was looking for that to be his cue, maybe 4.1%. That would be his excuse. But if he does this without any sort of real trigger, golly.
But I think we will see a trigger because the market, Charles, it really has climbed too far, too fast, and money is expensive now. And you and I know what happens when money gets expensive and those credit card bills are piling up and people start having to sell down on their stocks. And so much of the market has been propped up by the VCs and by new companies. And once they start going under, then Jerome Powell will have his excuse. He doesn't have to worry about inflation, even though inflation is real and inflation, continues to plague us.
Well, he's said on many occasions that, well, listen, we don't have to be at 2%, but we should be tumbling toward it, right? Not going the other way. Speaking of, the Japanese yen, it's a 34-year low. I saw in your notes that you mentioned the yen. Why should Americans care about that?
Well, Japan is really a model that we need to look at because Japan has just been a laggard and has been stuck in the mud now after having been such a powerhouse because of their manipulating bond prices and their manipulating on rates. And Japan expanded too much. And look at how many decades they've had.
They had lost 2 decades, at least 20 years, went nowhere.
Absolutely. So everyone should expect that Jay Powell and the Fed, they are he is going to come in, he's going to cut, and then he wants to make sure to keep that job and not end up with his desk on K Street.
That's some that's a serious statement there, Hilary. All right, let's talk about some stock picks.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I know you did. All right, Oddity's a relatively new IPO. Mobileye was public, went private, public again, and Palantir. Let's start with those three.
Okay. So Oddity, very interesting. It came public at a time where companies weren't coming public. It's an AI Israeli-based company that specializes in beauty. Oddity is trying to make a run for the Ulta market, for example, in Sephora. And the stock has been really stuck there. They're on 33, but they know what they're doing, and they have brands like really great names, Spoiled Child, for example. And then you have Mobileye, which Intel is who took Mobileye private.
Right.
Okay, and then when Intel needed some money to build those chip factories, which haven't gone so well, as we know, brought Mobileye out again. And Mobileye is doing all the assisted driving technology. It's not just autonomous driving like everyone thinks.
It's coming back, though, right? I mean, because the stock has gotten hammered here recently, but you hang in there, or you're going to buy it on weakness.
Mobileye will come back for sure.
Palantir is really secretive, but now more people are saying it's a buy, although, a lot of folks, they do big business with the government. They feel like it's opaque. You like it.
I love Palantir. We're going to see $45 again on Palantir. We might even see $100 because Palantir is real artificial intelligence. NVIDIA, yes, of course, it's artificial intelligence, but it's already played out. Palantir has the contracts. And Charles, as you just referred to, the secretiveness with all of these defense contracts all over the world and the equivalent of CIAs in every country, now that Palantir has some like corporate clients, Palantir can be more transparent. And remember, those fund managers need to make money. And that's where Oddity and Mobileye and Palantir come in. They need to have stocks that are going to be doubles.
All right, sounds good. You heard it here, folks. She just gave you 3 doubles. All right. See you. Great seeing you, Hilary.